Scorpio Collective, this is your Finding Love reading. I already pre-shuffled off of screen. I'm going to shuffle one more time on screen. God Spirit, grant me access to the Scorpio Collective's Akashic Records when it comes to finding love. All right. Finding love for my Scorpio Collective. Okay. Now, your first card is going to be your readiness for love. Your second card is going to be your lover's characteristics. Your third card is going to be how will you meet this lover. Your fourth card is going to be the characteristics of the relationship. Your fifth card is going to be your fifth card is going to be the potential of this relationship. It's the Mercury retrograde Scorpio, so forgive me and excuse me. You know, Mercury retrograde is all about communication. But let's get into your read. Let's snap into the read. Okay, so your first card, are you ready? You got the Knight of Swords, you know what I'm saying? So the Knight is about taking action. So, yes, and you're going to take action fast without even thinking about it when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, this lover finding you or you finding them. So let's go ahead and see what your lover's characteristics are, what their characteristics are going to be. So you got the Page of Cups in the reverse. So this person, they're going to be a very emotional person. They're going to be very insecure. Something about you, Scorpio, is going to make this person very insecure. They may end up acting immature at times. You know what I'm saying? They may, kind of feel like a disappointment when you meet this person, and this could be because of their emotional, they're too needy emotionally, and that may not be a good look for you, Scorpio. I'm not going to say this person is unattractive. They could possibly be attractive, or they could be, anywhere from a 5 to a 10. I'm not going to say like they're not attractive, but what may be unattractive is them being very emotional and insecure, and you may find that as a turnoff, because we all know Scorpio people do not like people that are very possessive and immature. If I get it correctly, like y'all don't like all of that, because Scorpio likes their freedom. Scorpio likes the freedom to travel. Scorpio does not like to be held down by somebody. Scorpio, y'all kind of remind me of our dear friends Aquarius. Y'all don't like to be tied down and told what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know with a lot of Scorpios that I know. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see, how will you meet this Page of Cups in the reverse? So let's see, this immature person. Okay, okay. I got to take the card off the screen. Okay, I'm glad I hurry up and caught that. So you will meet this person because they're the star card in the upright. I cannot show the star card. So they're the star card in the upright. And so this person, you're gonna meet them somewhere where, because the star is about faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, rejuvenation. So I feel like you're gonna meet this person somewhere where, you recharge and replenish yourself. You may meet this person somewhere about faith, like it could be, a church, some kind of spiritual event, somewhere where people get together for a purpose of, either spirituality or something about, when you go somewhere to calm and, replenish yourself. And that's a lot of activities you could do. You could meet this person, go and get a massage. Say you go to the spa, you end up meeting the person at the spa. You did you a solo date to the spa, you meet the person at the spa, things of that nature. It's also represents fortune as well. So you could meet this person somewhere that seems about money. And when you think about fortune, you think about 5-star restaurants. This is the energy that I am pulling and feeling intuitively, that you could meet this person, at somewhere like a 5-star restaurant, somewhere where you go. Also, you could meet them, doing, like I said, spa treatment like nails, because, men and women, because these days you can meet a guy at the nail shop. Men go to nail shops too if you're looking for a man, and we definitely know women go. So, either or. You could meet a guy, get your nails and your toes done, or vice versa. You a guy going in there, get you some touch up on your cuticles and stuff. You can meet you a woman there. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You feel me? Because these days everybody's about their self-care and taking care of themselves. So you can meet people in those kind of places. So let's go ahead and get into your next card. So your next card is the characteristics of this relationship, Scorpio. Okay, so this relationship will have good characteristics because you have the Ace of Swords in the upright. So with the Ace of Swords in the upright, I feel like this relationship, even though this person starts off with these characteristics, I feel like this person could be molded, you know what I'm saying, to fit, you know what I'm saying, what you need in your life, even though we don't want to change people, because that's the worst thing you could try to do in a relationship is like, oh, I want to change this person because, you know, we're supposed to take people and accept people as they are. And if you cannot accept them as they are, then you don't need to be choosing them because that's just not your cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? So you don't never supposed to change a person unless that person wants to willingly change for you. They have to want to do that. Like in relationship, everything have to be consensual. So I feel like this person is gonna eventually get on your page. You know what I'm saying? And go from that page of cups in reverse to probably the page of cups, at least in the upright. You know what I'm saying? But the page can still be immature to some degree. But you may be able to work with them because they'll have some mental clarity, or both of you guys will have some mental clarity on how to steer the ship of this relationship in the right direction. You know, you might have a breakthrough. Maybe they go, you know, grow up a little bit in the mind, you know what I'm saying, and start understanding to not be so, you know, needy, emotional, or insecure about certain things, and just start being confident in the relationship, the union that you guys are building. So I see that it looks good as far as the characteristics because, oh, but also be careful because let me say this. Also, be careful because a new conflict could arise. You may conquer, you know what I'm saying, the part about them being emotionally immature and insecure, but then it's going to be some kind of new conflict after y'all have a breakthrough with the immaturity issue. So you just got to watch out for that. But that is like life. My favorite line to sing on here is Usher. Situations will arise in our lives, but you gotta be smart about it. So, you know, if Usher gonna sing it, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying everything people say is the truth, you know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. It's situation after situation. And you just gotta conquer it and conquer it and conquer it and conquer it until you eventually master it, where it's just like you're not even batting an eyelash. You know what I'm saying? When these situations happen in your relationship or in your life in general. So let's go ahead and see what is the potential of the relationship, the overall potential. Okay, you got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So with the Seven of Wands, you probably gonna give up on them because even if they stop doing the one thing, they probably gonna do something else that get on your nerves. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna know who this person is by the way I'm talking about. They gonna do something that get on your nerves again, which that's the new conflict. You know, because even though y'all could have the Ace of Swords in the upright, you know, meeting somewhere in the middle, you know what I'm saying, and having a breakthrough, they come up with something new that's, you know, irritating or aggravating to you, and that's when you're gonna feel like giving up on this person, on this union, because it's going to be overwhelming, and it may end up, you know, making your confidence take a bit of hit. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't want to deal with someone that starts making you, you know, doubt yourself or second guess yourself. You know, because their energy is very disruptive to your energy, and you being a very sensitive water sign as well. You know, you cannot have something disrupting your energy. You know, so Scorpio, this concludes your read. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Ashe.